Hey there everyone, this is Mystic Fish and welcome to episode 6 of our Factorio Space Age series where we're building self-building ships. Designing self-building ships? I guess the ships are building. So we're not building, we're designing. Anyway, last episode we revamped our asteroid collection so that we added our second crusher, we got some reprocessing recipes going in here, as well as buffering up chunks inside the asteroid collector and on this belt here. So that is all well and good. I do think, though, that we might be a little short on what we built here. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and say, well, I know one thing we're short on is I think we actually said we needed 2 decider combinators, but I think we only asked for 1 here. In this guy. Is that right? This is not the right one. Where did it go? This one. Which, by the way, the other thing that I noticed is that we've got this bug right here. This is only supposed to be the red wire, which unfortunately means anything that we actually only had 1 of on the ship was going to get passed through here. So that sort of not so hot. And I think that actually goes all the way back to phase 2, that bug. So we're going to have to go fix that. I'm going to do that off camera. But that's the nice thing about having the pipeline is we can just go sort of fix all the versions of the blueprints relatively easily because we have, you know, examples at each stage as we go. So, but anyway, I think we said we needed 2 decider combinators, but we actually only asked for 1 here. So we need a second one. And then we need 2 here for the victory condition. That got built. I mean, that was fast. It's already did it. Okay, great. So then I think let's see if we can make this be our phase 9 blueprints. So this is going to be Belter class, phase 9. We're going to get our icons in here. Not that one, this one. A thruster, and then 0, 9. It looks like it's a good thing that we made 2 digits for the phases. Let's hope we don't need 3. That would be a lot of phases if we ended up doing that. And of course, did I actually make that? I did not actually make that. I did not succeed in making that blueprint. Okay, because I didn't save it. Let's try this again. Belter class, phase 9. All right, so let's get this going, and then we can talk a little bit about what is going to be next for us here. We did build enough stuff to round out sort of the production capabilities here. So now I want to create a blueprint, and I want to put it in here. Okay, good. I think that means we're ready for this to become phase 10 dev. Which means we're ready for this to become phase 9. And we can actually go ahead and apply the blueprint here. Let's make sure that this all comes in. And it looks like it did. Okay, good stuff. All right, good. So we should have built enough stuff to put all of this stuff in. So let's see if we can do that. Although I think we also built a 4th solar panel. And what's the total? This is going to be a 100 space foundation. And I don't think we built quite that much. And I think, by the way, we need I think this was for here, but I think we need one down here at the corner too. So actually, we're going to immediately update the blueprint that we just made. I think this needs to be 104 in here for the amount of space platform foundation that we need to build. So where is that stuff? This, I think, needs to be 104. And we want the victory condition to be 104 as well. Okay, good. Let's update that blueprint. Here we go. You get that. Save. Okay, good. All right, so let's work on phase 10. So as per usual, let's take our power out of here so we can update this stuff. Which, by the way, I need to put this back because I actually need to. I need to build that missing space platformation on this one too. This is not the right place. This place right here. Oh, and I did fix that. That's okay. Although we actually don't need these anymore now that we've got sort of proper asteroid processing. So I'm actually just going to take these out from here out. So anything that's 6 or lower, we can get rid of here. Okay, good. Let's find that space platform so we can build it. 104. And there should be one up here as well. This one. 104. Okay. All right, well, we have some of this in here, so we can like start getting some of this stuff in here. And that took care of that one. I think, want to put the assembly machine in here, and I think we want to put the chem plant in here. I think we're not ready for the chem plant yet. I think that's going to be next. But I guess we can put it in place. There's no harm in doing that since we built it. But I actually want to put, let's see, we're going to need a recipe latch here. I'm going to put this over top of these guys so we can get them out so that I can get fresh inserters in for this guy. This is going to be the recipe latch, which is this thing. Which is going to go there. This is the priority recipes. Those are going to go there. We're going to set recipe here, and then we're going to read the finished signal from the recipe, and so we copy paste. And then we built these inserters here. Okay, so now we've got 2 inserters, or 2 assembly machines. That's cool. I think that takes care of this thing. Well, let's see, not quite. We haven't put the new solar panel down yet, so we'll remember that we need to do that still. I think we're going to put the chem plant in here. We are going to need to get these in here, and then we will need an in and an out on the chem plant. The chem plant is going to make water in thruster fuel and thruster oxidizer, so it doesn't actually have any solid outputs. It only has solid inputs, but we do need an output inserter because when we switch recipe, we may have to like unload what's in here. Okay, so that will go there. We'll address that under sort of separate cover in the future. Let's see, we actually moved. This was the furnace that was up here before, so we need to put that in. That needs an out and an in. We need to connect this wire here to you and copy paste. Okay, so that's properly set now, and then I think we want to do this thing here. That takes care of that. And we want to put this here and out. Okay, good, that takes care of that is the new one. And then we want to do one over here as well, I think. And so this is going to go in and out, and we need this thing here. We need one of these for this so it doesn't get stuck with steel stuff. Copy paste that. The red wire goes here and the green wire goes here, and you get the same as that. Okay, that takes care of all of that. And then we need space for 4 more solar panels, which I guess we can just do this. Okay. I think we built all of that stuff. Okay, good. Great. So that is what we'll paste in. And then we need to decide what we're going to build next. So what I did, because I think this will make this a little easier, is I got another platform up here that I just called Scratch. And I turned off auto request. I deleted the space platform that was around the hub, and I actually chucked it back down to novice. And so the nice thing about this is we can now copy this and paste it here, and it will all just be ghosts. Okay, good stuff. So now I think what that means is we can just do our designs here, and then we can look at the difference between this one and this one. And I think I am gonna take these off for right now, so that I'm sort of like, I don't know, for some reason I'm nervous about it like doing stuff while I'm not watching it. Which maybe doesn't make any sense, and because I think probably really the main thing it's doing is like getting a jump start on some space platform foundation while we're going, but that's okay. So I think the remaining stuff is really what we need to do to get this thing ready to fly. And so what are the main things that we need here? I think we need to get ammo up here somehow. So I think we want to slide these up. I think we want an underground like this. That needs to go that way. And then we want this to be set to ammo, yellow ammo. Like this. And then I think we want the same thing over here, which means we need those 2 things in there. That needs to be reversed. This is going to go here. And then we're going to, we need to get some gun turrets up in here. So that's this guy. Like this. And let's see. I guess I really kind of want like 2 gun turrets, or 4 across the front here, so I think I kind of want to do like this. I guess I can move this down here. And then I want to do the same thing over here, which means I need to move some of this stuff. Which I guess I could put it here. Okay, something like that. Sure. I think that's okay. I think that means we have space for a solar panel right here, which is actually nice because we're going to have to move this one. Let's put that right there. Good, because we're going to need to hook up some pipes in this area. All right, so how is this going to work here with the chem plant? We're going to need like ins and outs here. And I think this will just reach. All right. Good. Okay, because we need water to be able to come out of here and go kind of back into it. Although maybe we move this one. Do this. Okay, so the trick is all the outputs are going to come here, and we need to filter. We need to filter the different fluid outputs out of here, and I think the easiest way to do that is with filtered pumps. So we're going to get water filtered out. We're going to get a tank, I think like this. So that'll get water into there. Good. I guess I could... What if I moved this up here and rotated it? Like this almost works. And it occupies some of that space in the middle. If I came up here, I could move this, and this is the nice thing about this like little scratch thing here is I think I can do this. So this was an existing thing, so this is actually, all that stuff is there, but this stuff is not here yet. Okay. Good. Then we need to also separate out stuff for fuel stuff for the thruster. So if I put this here, I want the oxidizer on this side. So I think this wants to be oxidizer. And then I can put this here. Say that will filter that guy. And then we can make this be the fuel. If we do this, that will get the fuel into here. Do we want to rotate it this way? Does that help me any? Well, I think, let's see. I am going to put a pump here, so it seems like that wants to go there. This guy is going to go there. Good, which means that this one actually wants to go this way, but then they would connect, which we don't actually want. So I guess I can just slide over a little more. Okay, like that. And then I can get this one to here. Okay. Do I like the way that looks? I mean, eh. I feel like this can be more compact. Let's rearrange this a little bit. Okay, let's go. How do we want this to work? Let's do this. Let's put this here. Then we could get another one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think. Okay, so then that can be the oxidizer and the fuel. Does this fit? I need to move this over like one more. then it will like sort of fit nicely in here. Oh, I could tuck this further up if I reversed them, right? Because I could do this. Yeah, then this wants to be the oxidizer. Or sorry, the fuel, this guy. And this guy wants to be the oxidizer. Okay, good. All right, I like that. So we want this to be able to hop across, I think like this. Okay. Good. So we got these guns up here. Those extend back pretty far. So the question is, how far back do I have to come to get coverage back here with a gun of some sort? I guess I have space like back both of these, but I really only need like one. That gets pretty far out to the sides. And this one gets out pretty far down. So I guess I think I can get away with just one gun back here. Like here somewhere. And I might as well just come down one more. I think in general, like, we're mostly going to be flying unless we're parked here at Novice. So there's not really a need for a lot of defense out to the sides or the back, but I want to have coverage because it's always possible if we like get becalmed somehow in between the planets that it would be nice to not get stuck. Okay, and then I think we can do one of these and give it a filter. I guess I don't really need a filter, but it's nice to have one just for clarity. And that can go there. And this actually doesn't need to be connected any further. Okay, good. And so I dislodged. Okay, this one that I dislodged went up here. And this one that I dislodged can go here. For right now. Okay. I think that's what we want to build. So this is the set of stuff we want to build for next door, or for the next phase here. So we are going to have to update some stuff here. Let's see. So we're going to need to make some new stuff. So let's get rid of this guy. I think we said we could get rid of these. Okay, so we are going to need to make gun turrets. I'll be 45. We already have blue and red inserters here as recipes. We used undergrounds this time, so we need these guys. Let's see, what else was new? We also did storage tanks. We have pipes, but we didn't do underground pipes. So we need those. We also need pumps, which also require engines. So we'll need engines, and we will need pumps. That guy. Okay, 55. Now, actually over here, I think we're also going to need, I think we're going to need some combinators for managing the thrust. So what are we going to need for that? I think we can use, and I just need to find a place for these things. We might need some timing stuff. And so to make a timer, we need a constant combinator and a decider combinator. And then I think we need one more decider combinator for managing the thrust. So I think that's what we need. And I'm just putting it down so that I can, so that we can work out what we need to build over here. Okay, so that was all of these guys, and then we need to put the victory condition back in. This guy, 57. Okay, those are all those recipes. Then we also have to update our recipe priorities here. I think we're gonna, those guys are slow, so we'll do those sort of last-ish. I guess we can do this one as 16. The only, I guess this can be 17. We need 18 turrets. These guys, turrets. 19. And we need engines and pumps. 20 and 21. Okay, and then I guess that makes this 22 for right now, and this will be 23 for right now. Okay, yes, seems okay. All right, so those are the priorities. So that will update our priorities for those. Now we need to adjust what we need of stuff. So let's, I think we take our victory condition out of here. Okay, so 45. This is a, gun turrets are a terminal problem, or a terminal product. You know, they're not inputs to something else. So as long as we've got 45 or 46, this will be turrets. And I guess we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, right? And turrets less than 5. Okay, good. Those are the turrets. Undergrounds are, they are not terminal. These are not terminal because they are inputs to higher level belts. So we actually do want to do these as 2 separate ones. So we're going to say start making undergrounds when the red signal is 47, and but here we actually only need 4 total. We can still treat the conditions as if they were identical, but this way when they're separated out we can come back and update them later. So that will be 48, and we still only need 4. So, you know, this is just, this would be put together like this, like the turrets, but I just have it broken out this way so that when we want to make red undergrounds sometime, we can, you know, treat it as intermediates where we want to have sort of some sort of stockpile by updating these 2 numbers here. Okay, storage tanks. These are, well, they're not terminal products, but the only thing you can make with them are fluid wagons, and I don't think we're making those up here in space. So that means that we can just do 1 clause here. So that will be 49 and 50. We'll take a look at this. That's each less than or equal to 50, and we need 3 of these. Okay, moving on. Underground pipes, these are a terminal product, and this is, the scratch thing is about to come in handy for us. So we want this to be greater than or equal to 51. We want this to be less than or equal to 52. And on the green, we need this to be, and here's where we come here. And we do this, and we look for underground pipes, which are 8. Okay, good. So that was here. Underground pipes, less than 8. Good. Then we need engines. Engines are an intermediate product, so and we're going to treat them as such. So we actually have to do starts and stops here. So I think we'll say start making engines. That's when it's 53. If engines are less than, let's call it 10, and continue making them. This will be if the signal is 54. And we'll go until we have 20. There's no need to make like 50 of these, I don't think. Okay, continuing on. Next are pumps. Pumps are terminal products, so we can do this in one shot here. So this is greater than or equal to 55. This is less than or equal to 56. And then I need there to be, how many pumps? I think it's like 5. All right, 3 filters plus 2 into the thrusters. I think it's 5, but let's just go look. Right, 5 pumps. Okay, good. Good. All right, that was all the new products that we made, right? And we need a victory condition, but we have to figure that. We'll need to figure that out first. We did add one more long-handed inserter. So that's 1 that we need here. We didn't use any arithmetics. We added one more constant combinator here. And I think we said we were going to make 2 decider combinators, so that's already 2, so that's good. Are we adding new solar panels? I think we're not. We're going to come back and count the space platform in a minute. Do we need any belts? We did put new fast inserters in, actually a bunch of them. So how many are here? So there are 2 here. And there are 8 here. So I need 6 fast inserters. That's going to be here. Where's my fast inserters? 6. I didn't make any new assemblers. So this can be 0. And this can be 0. Pipes. We do need some pipes here. But we're already sort of building a requisite amount here, so that's okay. We're not building a new chem plant. We already built it. The turrets we did. Everything else we did, right? Okay, so all we need are the space platforms. So how much do we have here? 423. And how much do we have here? 555. So that is 133. 133. I think that's right. I'm sure someone will note in the comments if I didn't do that math right, but I think this is 133. Okay, so now we can do victory condition. Okay, so that is going to be each greater than or equal to 57. Each, let's get some more in here. Each less than or equal to 58. Okay, and then what are the victory conditions? We need 1 red inserter. We did 2 decider combinators. Okay, we did 1 constant combinator. What else we got? Solar panels we didn't do. We did 133 space platform. Okay. We did 6 blue inserters. This is like, you know, it's a little tedious to do, I will say. And we do need there to be some pipes. We know the low water mark's at least 40, so as long as we've got 40, we can say we're done. Although, you know what? Let's come back here. How many pipes do we actually have in here? 12. Why don't we just specifically make the victory condition 12? It's okay if we build more. So that's got to be 12. Okay, that was pipes. Chem plants are 0. We need 5 turrets. Okay, we need, what else we got? 4 undergrounds. We need 3 storage tanks. We needed, how many underground pipes did we need? I don't remember. 8. Okay. 8 underground pipes. Engines we don't need specifically, and then we need 5 pumps. Okay, and that's it. That's victory. Okay. Good. I think we now put all those solar panels back in. Because I think this is what 10 is going to look like. I don't know, why are we building solar panels is a good question. I've got 2. How many am I trying to build? Oh, I was probably trying to build 2 in here somewhere. Where's the solar panels? Oh yeah, I don't need new solar panels here, so that can be 0. That's fine. That should probably stop you building these when you're done. Yeah, good, that all became trash, good. And here's where the extra set of inserters comes into play. We can unload all that stuff out of there. Let's see. The other thing I was thinking about is the reprocessing. Like, look at how many oxide things we have here. I think I want to fix this a little bit while we're working on this. So I was thinking about this, and I think we only want to reprocess if the asteroid chunk we're going to reprocess is the thing we actually have the most of. So I think I want to do an and here, and I want to add like another condition up here. So let's get up to the metallic reprocessings. That's up here. Okay, good, I'm here. Okay, so I think we want to say we're full of these. And if we're out of the carbonic, then the other check I want to make is that I have at least as many metallic asteroids as oxide ones. Because if I have like more oxide ones, then I should really do the oxide reprocessing, right? So I think I want to add like a clause to each one of these to make sure that it is kind of like the majority thing. So this has to come up to here. This one right here. So we're out of oxides, so I need to make sure that we have at least as many metallic chunks as oxide chunks. Green. Okay, good. Then we do the same thing to the oxide ones. Here. Let's see, nope, I'm gonna put this here. So I'm out of oxide, so now, we do want to break ties here, and so since metallic are the most common, all things being equal, I'd rather do metallic. So in order to do the oxide ones, I have to actually check if we're at a, sorry, in order to reprocess the carbonic ones, I need to be, I think, strictly greater than the metallic ones. Then I might consider doing that. Right, and oh, I need to add one up there too. Okay, that's coming up here. That one we already did. It's this one here. So we need carbonic. Now, carbonic, I think, can be greater than or equal to oxide because on green. Right, because again, ties will go to carbonic here, I think. Okay, and then we need to do the oxide ones. So that's one here. Now, this is the least common, so this actually has to be strictly greater than carbonic in this case because we're trying to make metallic. So I need it to be strictly greater than carbonic in order to do this clause. And then here, again, I want this to be oxides are strictly greater than metallics in order to make use of this clause. Okay, good. So I think actually I want to copy that back one, right? We are also using this here. Okay, good. All right, anything else we need to do? All right, we're making our storage tanks. That's good to see. Where are we on our priorities? So I guess we'll make undergrounds next after we make those. We've got 4, we're unloading. Okay, that's good. And we're making undergrounds, great. What are you missing? Belts. I don't have any belts. And because I'm not treating belts as intermediates, is that the problem? Did I not remember to break that out? I didn't remember to break it out. Okay. Right. Rats. Okay, fine. We'll just do it. Take this one out. We'll start making belts if there's less than 10. And then we need to add... This guy is going to come up and be the second belt clause. This is why, like, for example, I tried to pre-break out the ones that I knew we were going to have to break out because I didn't want to, like, do this. Fortunately, we don't have to go too far back here. Just got to get this blank one into position. Where are you? Where are you, belts? Yeah, a little further back. Okay. Ooh. Here they are. Okay, good. And then I have to put another one with an and. It needs to go. Can I scroll up this way? I really wish I would scroll like that. Alright, but it's not going to for us, so that's okay. We'll crank it back here. No, I lost it. Where's my blank one? There it is. Alright, so we need to think very carefully about whether something can be an intermediate at some point, obviously. In the future, that will be... future Mystic Fish is going to need to remember that so that he doesn't end up cursing past Mystic Fish. Alright, good. Alright, so then, or the red signal is 34. And I guess we can stop when we have 20 belts. Sure. There's no need to copy this one back because we didn't need the intermediates till right here. Okay, but we're on to, all right, what are we missing here? Copper. Are we requesting it? We are requesting copper plates. Okay. So we're just short on ore. I guess we were short on iron ore too. All right, well, I think this is off and running now. So, so we will take a break here and we'll come back once this stuff gets built. So stay tuned. Okay, we're back, and that took a little bit of time to make the 133 space platform, but we finished. So I think that means we're ready to say that this is going to be phase 10. And let's get our blueprint set up here. Okay, create blueprint, and we'll put that there. Okay, great. Let's see, I think that means we're ready for this to become 11 dev. And let's see, I think that means we can copy this and paste it in here. We should hopefully build all of this stuff. All right, it did. Cool. All right, I think that means then that we can call this one phase 10 properly and apply blueprint 10 to this guy. Let that get started. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I think what we want to do here is we need to, let's see. I guess the thing that we need to do is we need to make ammo, right? This is going to be 45 is going to be the ammo. And this will become 47. Let's just get this going here. Right, so then we need to get this guy. So now it's 45 or 46, but it's ammo. No, I think I want high and low watermarks here, actually. Because otherwise we'll just make ammo continuously. Okay, so then this should be and. Let's say a low watermark for ammo should be 50. And then continue making until you have 100. Sure, let's try that. Okay. Ammo is one of the priorities here. Are we asking for ammo? We are. That's good. And we're going to need to make ammo. Okay, great. Good. All right. Now, what else do we need to do here? We need to wire up all of these tanks and connect them to our inventory here. And then one update that I made was I did build one extra decider combinator. And that is because I want to go from here to here, and I want to just say if the green signal is greater than 0, output the green signal. And I just want to put that on a red wire. Nope, not that one, this one. So that we can read it from our ship here. Okay. Very good, very good. Let's see. I think that actually I needed to build 2 more decider combinators and a constant combinator. So that should be here. So, because I need, so instead of 1 here, there should become 2. And where's the decider? Instead of 3, there should become 5. Then we need to update the victory conditions. So 2 and 5. Okay, good. Back over here. And that's because we need to work on the recipes here for this guy. So we need both a recipe sort of setter and a recipe latch. So we also need one of these. That's fine. That'll come in a moment. Okay, so what are the recipes we might make with this thing? It is, we could make water. We could make thruster fuel. We could make thruster oxidizer. But there are also the advanced versions of these. Okay, I think those are all the recipes we're going to make for now. So we're going to put those in here. We're going to get all of our inputs here. Okay, we've got... Alright, ammo's being made, that's good. Okay, so let's see here. This is going to be a similar deal to what we usually have, so each equals 1. Okay, so when do we want to make water? And in fact, that's not actually the recipe I want, right? The recipe I actually want is this thing. Okay, so when do I want that? I guess I could say that it's going to be this thing on red. Okay, so this is going to be if we are... Oh no, do I want to... Okay, no, I don't want to... Okay, I want to do it more like the other one. So this needs to be 3. This needs to be 5. This needs to be 7, and this needs to be 9, because we're going to do it more like our demand stuff. Okay, so when do I want to start melting ice? Well, I'm going to say that I want to start melting ice. Let's take a look at this. This requires 10 water for this recipe. So if we have under 20, that's certainly not enough. But how about the advanced one? The advanced one takes 100. We'll have enough for 2 recipes. So let's say that we need to have less than 200 water is when we will start. Okay, then I think I want to put this back around, and this is going to be the each here. And we're going to continue melting ice. Okay, this now actually just needs to be a 1. This needs to be a 2. And we're going to continue until we have, I don't know, let's say 400 water. Okay, good. Was that the other decider combinator coming in? It was. Okay, good. All right. When do we want to start making oxidizer? All right, now maybe this isn't. Maybe I don't want to do this yet. No, maybe I do. Okay, so fuel. One recipe worth of this makes 75. So let's say that if we have less than 150, I want to start making it. But I think I only want to do this if I don't have any calcite. So I think I need this to be true if calcite is 0. But I also don't want to do this. We just do this. I think we also want to compare the oxidizer. So let's say that the oxidizer has to be less than or equal to, or sorry, the fuel has to be less than or equal to the oxidizer. Because we might be low on both of these at the same time. And, okay, then that will continue. While, I don't know, this is less than, how much do we get out of, I guess we'll just do, we'll go for 300. And it also needs to be the case that, because it's a lot more efficient to do the version that has calcite, so we do want to stop doing this as soon as it's sort of, there's a better option, then we don't want to do this anymore. But this still needs to be true as well. Okay, good. So that's that one. Then we need to do the basic oxidizer recipe. That's 5. No, 5. This needs to be the case if the oxidizer is less than 150 and we have no calcite. And in this case, the oxidizer is strictly less than the fuel. Okay, and then continue. So this will be 6. Until the oxidizer is at least 300. But we still need to have no calcite. And we still need to have less of this than the oxidizer. Okay, good. Then, okay, advanced recipe. So one recipe of this makes 1500. Okay, so we're gonna have this one kick in if this is less than 750. And we have some calcite. And the fuel is less than or equal to the oxidizer. Okay, and then we'll continue. This is not right. What was this? This should be 7. All right, then continue when it's 8. And this will continue until, I don't know, we've got at least 1500, I guess. I guess we can do that. And we have some calcite. And fuel less than or equal to oxidizer. And then finally, when the signal is 9, and we have less than 750 of the oxidizer, and we have some calcite. And we have less oxidizer than fuel. We should start making the advanced oxidizer, and then we should continue. What was that? Whoa, weird click. And this continues when it's 10. Until we have at least 1500. And we have some calcite. And oxidizer is less than fuel. Okay, I think that's our recipe here. Then that comes in to here on the recipe latch. We're going to set recipe here. We're going to read finished into here. Okay, so set recipe, and then it's going to read recipe finished. One of these guys. All right, this should be going until we've got 400, I think, right? Here, these, I want to disable these. Okay, good, we had calcite, right? So we're making that stuff. All right, we got some water in here. Oh, this needs to be enable disable. Okay. It's working okay? I guess it is. Alright, that worked until we got more than 1500, so that's good. Let's see that this makes oxidizer. It should be here. We are asking to make oxidizer. What do you not have? Iron ore. Right. We have to wait for it. Okay, good. All right, now let's come over here. I think we want to read moving from, moving to, and the speed. Okay, so where's my inputs? Okay, so because I'm parked at novice, from and to are both 3. Okay, so that's okay. I think I'm not going to need this stuff yet. Oh, okay, I got some oxidizer. Okay, good. Oh, and I got my 100 ammo. Ooh, we're getting close here. Okay. All right, I think what we want is, let's get the green wire in here. All right, so when do we want to thrust? I think in order to, let's see, and what are we going to say? We're going to say the output is going to be thruster. All right, so I think we need to say that the velocity, I'm just going to do this way. We're going to say velocity is less than 20. I think we only need to go 20 kilometers per second to get sort of enough asteroids going. And I think we need, because we're going to bounce back and forth. Between Novice and Vulcanus. Alright, so let's do this. Let's add this. I don't need that to be true. Alright, I'm trying to go to Vulcanus. So what is the input here? I don't have any inputs here because I have not started. I'm parked. But until I actually leave orbit, I won't see the other update here. Which is too bad. I guess we'll have to look at that later. Alright, so we're just going to say if it's less than 20, we're going to get a thruster thing. I think the only thing that I really want to build here for the moment, I mean, it's fine to build a lot of stuff. Let's just have this build like, I don't know, 150 space platform or something like that. Oh, we got rid of our victory condition anyway. Okay, so let's put that back in. So that is going to be greater than or equal to 47. This is just temporary because I'm not sure, I haven't quite thought through what I want to do after this. I just want to get this thing flying first. So we're just going to give it a temporary goal, which is like, go make a bunch of space platform. Okay, good. All right, so I think this will be, we're going to wait until, I think, circuit condition. So if we're green, I think we want to stop. So I think we say that's the circuit condition. And then I just need to say that you should be enabled if the thruster is greater than 0. All right, and we are off. And they should have stopped because we got going faster than 20 kilometers per hour. So hopefully this helps us with our asteroid collection, but I also just want to make sure we successfully get to Vulcanus and back. Alright, definitely getting more asteroid chunks faster, I think. Yeah, we're like kind of limited by like that's the whole collection area. So we just got to go like fast enough to like get a bunch of chunks into there. All right. containing our fluids okay. Alright, we got our first medium asteroids. Okay, we are definitely... Are you buffering any in here yet? Okay, we're starting to buffer some in there. That's a good sign, I feel like. A little unfortunate, right, that these shoot so far out to the side. I prefer not to like shoot at stuff unless we are going to be able to like grab it, but I think we need the extra turrets to be safe, so I think we're just going to have to live with it. How are we doing? Well, we've got 27 space platform already, which is pretty good. That's a good sign that we might be building it faster. Oh yeah, look at all those chunks we just grabbed. That's good stuff. Wow. All right, look at that. Good stuff. That's what we want to see. We want to see stuff buffering in there. I'd really just like to see this safely make the round trip. But so far, so good. We're definitely not going like so fast that, you know, we're not dealing with the asteroids, right? The asteroids, the medium asteroids are not showing up so fast we can't deal with them. We kind of want to go just fast enough to... We want to go fast enough that we get a bunch of chunks to collect. Which, wow, the asteroid collector is full already. Wow, okay, that's great. But we want to go slow enough that we can keep up with the ammo production. So, I wonder if we could actually go slower than this. Like, we could probably make this, like... I wonder if we could make this like 15 or something. And just go a little slower on average. And that's because while we're making ammo, we can't be making space platforms. So there's probably a sweet spot here somewhere where we are going fast enough that we can collect as many chunks as we want to be able to keep all the furnaces going full blast. That's really the thing that we want to look for. We've got lots of asteroid chunks now, so that's good. If we can go slowly enough, then we do want to see, I guess the ammo is... We need to go slow enough that those two assembly machines can make forward progress on the ammo, which I think it did, because then we can flip over to doing other stuff. I actually even wonder if we could go slower. Maybe just do a 10. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's even cool. So 10 kilometers per second is the rate at which we fall towards the planet. Which I think, I mean, that's interesting. Let's see if that's actually enough. Keep up. No, not quite. See, we're using up. Yeah, we're not buffering anymore. Up here, so we need to go a little faster than this. We need to go 15, I think. Alright, we're about to get to Vulcanus. We should turn back around, I think. Okay, cool. We're back to being full in the asteroid collector. And then we're up to 36 space platform. This is definitely making the platforms a lot faster than it was before when we had to wait for the chunks to drift by. So this is very preferable. All right, well, I feel like this is working just fine. So I think we're gonna end this episode here. And yeah, oh, we can probably see now. Yeah, we've got a 2 and a 1 for the planets. The problem is when it's parked. We don't get that. Ideally, we would not like fill the thrusters with. We would not fill the thruster with fuel or oxidizer if it was parked. So that, because it's just going to mean that it gets like a big burst. But I don't know. Maybe that's okay. I think that's okay. All right, great. I think this is working appropriately, so we're gonna end this episode here. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, bye.